just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Joanna Mann. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
Otto Lopez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
No strike.
Right through there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Pulled the string of the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Richie Palacios. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
She's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now, Xavier Edwards. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground right side. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Second inning set to go. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Swings through that one for strike 1. Norby in his second season batting in the cleanup spot, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. And that's through there for a strike. Got him looking. And she's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
Zips it across. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's settling in. You got to make her uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as she sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. Now to the bottom of the second. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Mann back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Mann, a former Cy Young Award winner. She features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a sinker, and she occasionally mixes in a knuckleball. Got him. She picks up her 5th strikeout. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. It misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Swing and a miss.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
2 outs, base is empty. Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Marlins just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
To the right side. Harper takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Richie Palacios will hit next. And there's a strike. 4th inning underway, no score. And there's a foul ball. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. This one popped up. Stop. And that is that. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. All set for the start of the inning. And now Connor Norby. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
Right. In the box now, no balls and a strike. The Fish yet to pick up a hit here. On the ground. And a couple of quick outs.
The right fielder, number
and at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. Late on that fastball.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. And that keeps the inning going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Leave one. Still down 3-0. Mann back to work. Grisham stands in now and watches strike 1.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. We have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's her 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. She set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. This one in the air.
Take it.
Mann makes the grab, and that's the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins nothing. off of inning number 7. And now for the Marlins, Richie Palacios. The Marlins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Edwards, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Fought off foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ride.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Mann into her 8th inning of work, Singy. She's been good.
She's the type of pitcher that gets better as she gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to her, you get to her early. If they didn't do that today, we'll see what happens as this finishes.
Pitch count in great shape. It seems she might have a chance to finish it. Goes down looking. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
She just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Cut on and missed, struck him out. That's K number 15 in the ball game. She is really dealing.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not.
Bands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Totally dominant on the mound as she's through 8. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Some game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagining running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ramirez in the box again, takes a strike. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
There's always a concern when running over towards the dugout because of that on-deck circle. There's usually a bat, a weighted bat, a donut, a pine tar rag. Catchers have to be really heads up to avoid that stuff.
I wanted to race the freeze with 1 point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know she's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that she gave up, because when you look at the
Joanna Mann threw an absolute gem in her last appearance. Does this prospect have another shutout in her today? It's the Philadelphia Phillies. Back here in Queens, and towing the slab in this one, Joanna Mann.
She's been a real quality starter for her club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up a release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against her in this one.
And a quick out, number 1. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Mann, a former rookie of the year, she features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a sinker, and she occasionally mixes in a knuckleball. 1 out, bases empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, she's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He was all over that one. Really turned on that one down the line. And that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
Mark Vientos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swings through that one.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose herself by throwing pitches.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. And we're back. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Mann back to work. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And down on strikes he goes. That K's her 3rd of the game. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Curveball over for a called strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
She made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some players are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Francisco Alvarez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All Well, she's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Mauricio.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this pitcher out there on the mound. See if she continues to climb the ladder.
Boom. Going back on this one. Great catch. Foul ground up against the wall. Drew Gilbert, the next to hit.
Gilbert.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Next is the designated hitter, Luis Rengifo. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing at a ground ball. Trey Turner gloves it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're still knotted at. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Foul ball there.
Well, these Mets just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Got him. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Third base.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? You got some pop. Swing for the fences.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they make short work of them there. On to the top of the 5th we go. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Alonso.
Mann back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that just misses.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looks to me like she's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. The Phils up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
the catcher number 4.
Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Alvarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 235 pounds, and he's a former National League Gold Glover. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. She continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. That one down the line, and he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting,
Drew Gilbert getting ready to hit. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him looking. Now a dozen strikeouts for her in this one.
She froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, she got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Rengifo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Fought off foul. Two outs, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now here is Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Handles, throws to first. They get the out on Soto.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Vientos now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's K number 15 in the ball game. She is really back here in Queens. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Mann back to work. And that drops in for a strike. So she's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for her so far, Singy.
She's thrown the ball really well, kept hitters off balance, and she's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, Even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that she doesn't have any fatigue or any danger of injuring herself.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
One down, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. 2 down, base is empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base hit, and they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
Mauricio stands in now and watches strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Mets strand 1, still down 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams. He pitched yesterday. Mann piled up the strikeouts over 8 shutout innings on the hill.
Starts like the one she had today inspire a lot of confidence from the manager and your teammates. Really great out.